Yo, what's good? This is Casey for L King Self for Life Wrestling Takes, and you're now watching Casey for L Wrestling Takes Show. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Casey Phil King Self for Life Wrestling Takes on the Saturday edition of AEW Rampage. I'm doing both Rampage and Smackdown. So since Rampage just finished, I'm gonna start off with Rampage first. Then I'm gonna talk about how I felt about last night's Smackdown, because I told y'all I was out. I was, at my church at a business conference meeting. This is about for people who are people of faith. So I'm not talking to people that don't know. I'm talking to people that's people of faith, people that's believers like myself. We're coming into the times now where the kings, talking about those that are in business, and the priests, or those that are pastors or in some type of ministry or something, come together as how things were back in the Bible days. That's basically what was going on, at my church. It was last night, and it was there. I didn't go to today. I just went to one that was last night, but we had a blessed time. But anyway, we're here to talk about Rampage. We're here to talk about what Rampage and how I thought Rampage was. Rampage is all right. Listen, Tony Khan is still doing what he wants to do. He's not hearing us out. There's so much that I would have done. I just would have flipped things. I didn't have a problem with the matches. I probably wouldn't even had let's see. I probably wouldn't have had this match right here. What I probably would have was I would have had some kind of situation where I would have had Malachi Black and them talking to this man about what the heck was you doing losing the DG. You know dang well you shouldn't be losing on DG. You're a champion. What the heck is that? Listen, I understand these boys want another shot. That's basically what this whole deal is. They want another shot at these trios championships. Obviously, we'll give them another shot. But in the meantime, what you're going to have to do is next week on Rampage, prove why you are the man, why you are a muscle, why you belong in this group. You will face Jake Hager next week on Rampage. Tie something, give us some kind of story. You know what I'm saying? Have it be like you had absolutely no business losing the DG last week. None whatsoever. None. So I would have canceled this matchup. So the three matches I would have had was 1, 2, Layla Gray versus Taya Valkyrie. Those would have been my matches. And I would have did this. What Tony Khan and them needs to continue to do, just like how I always say, they did a good job tying things that's going to happen on Dynamite, on Rampage. What I would have done, instead of kicking the show off with this matchup, I would have opened up the show with first giving us what took place on Dynamite, what happened to the Bucks, what the heck happened with Hangman, Kenny at the end of the situation, Don the Clown pulling that foolishness off. Now he got Hangman thinking that he hit Don. I would have did that, which would tie into why Kenny is facing Jeff Cobb for the USA NWA in New Japan Intercontinental Championship or something like that. I would have tied that. That would have been my first segment. That's what I would have opened up the show with. Then, as soon as I'm done with that, I go right into Ricky Starks cutting his promo on Juice Robinson, calling Juice Robinson out. I would have done that. You want a little bit of story before we get right into the matchups. I get it. Yes, Tony Khan's pressed for time, but you having 4 matches. You're trying to do 4 matches in an hour. Unless it was a 2-hour show, then you could do something like that. No. This is a tape show. I understand it's taped, and it's time constraint. Go back to the 3-match format. This is the problem that a lot of us have with Tony Khan. He's an up and down kind of guy. He does great, then he plummets right back down. And watching what I seen today, I said if he would have just done a couple of things completely different, like what I said, it probably would have been a much better episode. It would have came across as a much better episode. Powerhouse Hobbs versus Penta, just like Rey Fenix. Powerhouse was, listen, I've been watching Penta for a long time. I've never seen him get manhandled like how he got manhandled. I've seen him get beat up, but he's never been Powerhouse was beating the snot out of Penta. He got manhandled. The Penta I know is the dude that I used to watch on Lucha Underground, and that dude was a devious clown. He was devious. Dude was something else. He was on, you talk about satanic mode. He was on some other, he was somebody you didn't want to mess with. Powerhouse made that man look like a peon. That's how bad he was getting jumped. But you know how it is. The babyface has to make the epic comeback, and Will Hobbs was out there selling for him, get beat up. Now him making it look like Penta gonna walk out with this championship. So what they decided to do, they tried to make it as if, even with him manhandling him, that he wasn't gonna be able to win on his own. So he got the TNT title. Aubrey and them wasn't paying attention. I think Aubrey had this bad shit. Wasn't paying attention. Got the TNT title, whacked the man. Got the 1, 2, 3. He did his move, 1, 2, 3 match over with. So, right after that, that's when they showed the video package about Kenny Omega's situation going against Jeff Cobb. Like I said, just like how it was last week, instead of opening up with Powerhouse and Rey Fenix, I would have opened up with Adam Cole. The same scenario. I would have opened up with what happened on Dynamite. Let us know. It's the continuation of what happened. It's all about the story. The story is what leads us into the match. Don't just give me a match and then boom. Nah. Because Tony is so in love with wrestling. He is so freaking in love with it. I'm telling y'all, man. The fact this man did already booked, yes, El Hilo Vikingo is going against Commander at the Ring of Honor show. And I'm telling y'all right now, that will be my main focus on Friday night. I may say something about Rampage, and I might say something about SmackDown, but I'm mainly going to be focused on giving you my honest take about what happened on the Ring of Honor show, because I'm watching that. So I'm just telling y'all right now. So the Ring of Honor pay-per-view reaction video will be a little bit of SmackDown and a little bit of Rampage just thrown together all in one video, because I'm not going to make multiple videos, talk about the same thing, or try. I'm just going to have one big dumb man video, come on here, tell you how I felt about the pay-per-view, and then I'll tell you about the go-home show of SmackDown, and then I'll say a little bit about Rampage or whatever. So I done made up my mind what I'm doing for Friday night. Saturday morning, because it's probably going to be that late by the time I get on, because I am looking at the Hall of Fame shows. So it's a whole lot I'm doing. Well, a whole lot I'm consuming on Friday. But like I said, this up-and-coming week is about to be hectic concerning wrestling for a lot of us who cover this stuff. If you cover wrestling, you gonna be, listen, so many of us with our channels. Hey, and for those that's not aware, King Mike got a brand new channel. I gotta get the link, because what I might do is I might link his channel on here so that y'all can go to it. He got a brand new channel. YouTube has been on bull jive. They've been tripping. They don't want, like I said, they don't want him to grow. They've been taking away his likes, taking away his subscribers. So I'm gonna have to try to see if I get his new channel. I try to link it so that y'all can go there. Y'all can subscribe to what he's talking about. But back to this stuff. Yeah. So Ricky Starks, he's not dressed to compete. So he out there. He said, "Look, I didn't talk. I didn't say what I had to say. Get your butt out here. We can make this thing go. We can make this thing official." Juice Robinson comes running out there. He say, "You want to fight? Let's go." He said, "But I hate it here, and I hate it here in Kansas, and I'm dang sure not fighting no Missouri. You all suck, and that's it." And so Ricky chased him down, and then he threw him in the ring. Then he ran out, got back on the mic, and said, "No." He said, "You gonna fight me, but fight me on my terms." And that's the name sure, like I said, ain't in Mississippi. St. Louis. It'll be in New York. So April 5th episode, which I believe is in MJF's backyard. They're going to Long Island, if I'm not mistaken. That's when Juice and Ricky would tangle it up. This is leading to something. I'm not sure what that is. The fact that we're actually postponing this for 2 weeks, something is going on. So I understand what Tony and them is trying to do. They're trying to keep people's interest by putting some story into it. So, like I said, I'm cool with that. Fine. So then right after that, I believe, let's see, because I've been just going on. Yeah, right after that, we got this matchup. Again, like I say, Brody King versus Jake Hager. I wouldn't have done this matchup. I would have actually showed what happened to Brody King last week by DG. I would have showed that. I would have showed that footage, and he would have been watching it and say, "You are our heavy. You are our muscle. What in the world are you doing losing to him?" And Brody King would say, "You guys got me. I let House of Black down." He said, "You know what? You got an opportunity to revamp yourself. Next week on Rampage, you face Jake Hager. And I understand these clowns want another shot at these titles. Fine, we'll give it to them. But in the meantime, you go and you beat the brakes off of Jake Hager next week." Boom. Now you set up a match for next week. That's what we want. It's about the storytelling. How many times do I have to go over it? Dynamite was a smash. You want Rampage to be a smash, man. I'm telling you. It was people online I saw, they was talking about, man, I forgot Rampage was coming on today. Because they don't make it feel important. They don't. Tony Khan does not try his best to make it feel important. It's kind of stupid. I'm like, bro, you want to grow your company. You want this to be your B show. Dynamite is the A show. Rampage is the B show. Come on now. Step your game up. It was nothing. Brody King beat the brakes off of Jake. Now, during this match, you had Julia out there. And as Julia was paying attention to what was going on, she did not see a returning Anna Jay. And yes, our girl is back. Anna Jay has made her return, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God she is healed. She's good. She's great to go. Boom. Well, that just tells me that we're getting Anna Jay versus Julia Hart down the line. She laid her out and actually knocked her hat off. So we're getting Julia Hart versus Anna Jay moving forward. Not sure exactly when that's going to be, but they teasing what's about to happen. Brody beat the brakes off of Jake. Match over with. Boom. I mean, like I said, two big meaty men beating the snot out of each other. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it pulls off great. Then other times, it is what it is. Swerve cut a promo. He's hanging out with Tech 9. He says people want to know when the heck he gonna fight Keith Lee. He said, "I'm gonna fight Keith Lee on my own terms." And Tech 9 said some other stuff. He said, "Yes, you officially got rid of my boys. You got rid of the affiliates. But I got somebody else from your past that you not going to see coming." So trying to reheat up the Swerve Strickland situation. I saw a lot of people complaining about it. Talk about Tony Khan is missing the mark on this. Look, again, this is what happens when you don't have that much television time. But again, you have to put the most important things on TV and make people give a care. You can't put it out there, then have cats disappear, then try to no, you had to be consistent. It's called long-term storytelling. Be consistent. We want to see Swerve versus Keith. Every single one of us want to see it because we know the match going to bang. Every single one of us know. But it's about the freaking story that you're trying to tell. I'm cool with the situation. Who the heck it's going to be, I don't know. I seen people that I follow and that's a part of the AEW heads, the hardcore AEW heads, talking about a dude named EJ Nuka. I don't know who that clown is. You're going to have to talk to them because they was talk about that's who they might think that could be. I don't know. But we'll see. Now we got another squash match. Layla Gray representing Smart Mark Sterling and our current TBS champion taking on Taya Valkyrie. Jade and Mark was right there. They was watching. Taya come running out there to her new theme song. Yeah, it's catchy. I'm not really that, into it right now. But, hey, if she riding with it, that's what we got to ride with. Layla Gray went out there and did absolutely nothing. And Jade was sitting up there looking as if she was distraught. Smart Mark Sterling was like, what the heck is going on? And again, remember, they signed that summons that if she used her move, that's a lawsuit. Well, Taya didn't give a crap. She used the jaded on her, laid her out. Smart Mark Sterling and Jay was like, this is unacceptable. So then Smart Mark Sterling took off after she won, she beat her. She got to 1, 2, 3. Smart Mark Sterling ran into the ring, took off his doggone suit coat, acted like he was going to do something. And Taya Valkyrie basically jaded him. So you basically seen Jade and her going back and forth like, yeah, what you going to do? What you going to do? I don't know what you going to do. Look, I'm telling y'all right now, Taya Valkyrie is your next TBS champion. When do they pull that trigger? I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, Taya Valkyrie will be your next. I don't care what nobody has to say. Taya Valkyrie is where we're heading. It's time to elevate the TBS title, get it back to where it needs to be. My girl Jade Cargill, I'm telling y'all right now, she needs to go run over there to Japan, go hang out with Sasha, train with Sasha, train with all the other girls out there, get better, get more, physical in that ring, get that ring work that we know that she can do, because we all want her to be who we believe that she can be. She get that, she come on back, and I'm throwing her in the main event scene right away. Don't care what nobody has to say. So then we get a video package. Mark Henry talks about the main event, the Acclaim taking on the Kingdom. And before then, you've seen Cool Hands and Daddy Magic Matt, Jeff come walking out there. They on commentary. Now, Daddy Ainge didn't have no doggone headset. So they sitting out there on commentary. The Kingdom come out. The Acclaim come out. They do their little rhyme. They rap. They just basically demolished the Kingdom. Just destroyed them. This was a decent tag team match. I already knew what was going to happen. So because they screwed over Top Flight in their tag team title match on Dynamite, you knew that somewhere down the line they was going to come out there and do something to cause a distraction. Well, Maria was out there trying to do a little something, I don't know what the heck she was doing. She lost her doggone boot. Wasn't even wearing no socks. That's what it looked like. I was like, it is what it is on that situation. So then that's when Top Flight came out there and ran her off back to the background. So meanwhile, they paying attention to that, not paying attention to the Acclaim out there doing what they had to do. And meanwhile, you had them on commentary talk about 2.0 just running off, talk about what they plan on doing. Because obviously what they're doing, they're trying to recruit them to the JAS Society, which they're not going to get down with them. They need to just quit while they're at hand. We know this is going to lead to a matchup between the two of them. That's where it's going to lead to. But no. So the Acclaim win. They got the victory. They did all the stuff, and everybody goes home happy. So like I said, it's a solid episode. But like I said, it's just so much I would cut. I would cut the dead weight. Go back to the 3-match format. Start with the story, end with story, just like how you did with Dynamite. That's all. That is my only. And then again, picture by picture, man. I listen. I'm always gonna get on Tony Khan case about picture in picture. I don't care what nobody has to say. Some people love picture in picture. I hate it. I can't stand it. You might as well just go straight to commercial. I hate picture in picture. I would never be a fan of that stuff. Never. I don't care what nobody got to say. You would never make me a fan of picture in picture. But anyway, that's that. So let's go ahead and talk about SmackDown from last night. LA Knight is over, ladies and gentlemen. It's official. He is over like a mug. And both of these men got screwed, both of them. LA Knight, the claim word is that he's playing the match, but Bobby Lashley ain't getting nothing. Y'all should know how the game work with that. Let me go to it. I want to make sure I get everything what I need to cover when it comes to SmackDown. So, all right. Yeah, this man was trending again. Listen, he posted some goofy clown stuff about him and Shawn Michaels having gay sex. Do y'all understand this fool is trolling? Like, when are y'all going to need to learn? It's a wrap. This is right before the doggone AEW All Access show that's finna drop. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. When are y'all going to learn that y'all being worked? This man trolling like a mug now. He's trolling. Look at him. The man know what he doing. That's why I say, and there's so many people that sold out. Look, he coming back. Mark my words, Double or Nothing 2023, he'll be back. He will be back. So let's go all the way to the beginning of how this show started. We started off, Cody Rhodes goes against Ludwig Kaiser. There's a lot of fans that was basically, let's just call it what it is. People who favor AEW was going at WWE fans saying that this matchup has absolutely no story. Who the heck is Ludwig Kaiser and all this foolishness and everything? Ladies and gentlemen, all this is just a warm up, because if Cody wins, we already know who he's gonna be dealing with. He's gonna be dealing with Gunther. It's no brainer. So they having him fight all the clowns that's in the period. That's all this matchup was. It was okay match. I mean, I've seen better. I've seen better from the both of them, man. Listen, y'all. I'm sorry, man, but this Cody Rhodes crap is just, he's being forced down our throats. He's and a lot of people don't see it. A lot of people just want Roman to lose those titles. They truly want him to lose those titles. And I'm telling you, he's going to lose them. And I believe it's either going to be Cody or it's going to be Jay that's going to take the titles. But not right now. I don't want Cody to beat him at WrestleMania. People going to say, oh, that's stupid. I'm like, no, it's not. Y'all don't understand that you can ride this bloodline story and have Cody continue the chase. Because I think the best thing for Cody is the chase. That is the best thing. The whole point of his, what he keeps saying? Finish his story. Look, everything was just thrown to him. Come in, Taurus Peck, out for 8 months. Basically say, I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble. Comes out as number 30. Wins the Royal Rumble in the most lackluster way ever. They gave us garbage video packages, which was a garbage decision. Don't know who made that stupid decision. You didn't have this man struggle at all. Meanwhile, the hottest babyface in the company is going up for rinky-dink tag team titles. Yet you want us to continue to root for Cody Rhodes. I told y'all, Cody Rhodes to me is a better heel. He can play babyface. I'm not saying he can't, because he did a good job. His first TNT title run was phenomenal. But when he won it a second and a third time, it just got stale. It got very stale. And I said that's because he's trying hard to be a babyface, and it does not work for him. I'm trying to tell people, listen, be careful what you ask. If he walks out of WrestleMania, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's not going to be pretty. People think I'm hating. I'm just telling you the bold-faced truth. It's not going to be pretty. It's not. I'm sorry. People talk about, oh, y'all hating, y'all mad. This is a stupid decision by having them lose. No, it's not. No, it's not. The best decision would be for him to chase, and when he finally officially gets it, post WrestleMania, I think you could tell a much better story with Cody. But y'all want him to hurry up and get it right now, y'all gonna regret that. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna regret it. So he beats this man. Meanwhile, you had Paul Heyman out there watching the match. He was watching. Then Solo came out there, and after the match, they quote unquote tried their best to go back and forth again. And he basically said that the young lady that does the ring announcing, I think her name is Samantha, she didn't do it right. He pretty much said that this is a spoiler. Roman's going to win again, and you're going to be the runner-up, all this crazy stuff. But he said, in the meantime, before you get one more opportunity to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, this coming go-home show on Monday night, you will have the opportunity to face the man who you claim is not ready. That's Solo Sikoa. And then that's when Cody said, are y'all trying to screw me over again? Like, I mean, what is which ball? Listen, Solo, I done told you before, you're not ready. Roman Reigns is definitely losing at WrestleMania. It's a wrap. What else do I have to say? We didn't say what we had to say. I'm taking that time. I'm taking those titles, whether you like it or not. That's what Cody said. It's a done deal, ladies and gentlemen. It's a done deal. Decent promo, decent, but like I said, man, this whole foolishness about trying to force him as this is I'm telling y'all, it's gonna backfire. He win the championships with WrestleMania, it ain't gonna be pretty. I'm just telling you right now, it's not. The whole point of Roman, think about this, 944. Y'all telling me that's great? No, it's not. They talk about y'all just over analyzing that record. No, it's not. They love their records. The whole point of him being the head of the table is having that 1,000. See, first of all, I didn't even think they was going to go that long. I wasn't even thinking he was going to have these titles this long. So what's the point of coming to 944 and losing instead of at least getting to 1,000 days? He make it to 1,000 days. He solidifies himself up there with the greats. No, it won't be the longest reign out like all the others, like Santo Martino, whatever his name is, and what's the other guy? Hulk Hogan, all them other clowns. No, but at least it solidifies him as the head of the table. That's the whole point. He gets to those 1,000 days, and then we can take them titles off of him. And listen, people think, oh, he gonna have the titles the next year's wrestling. No, he's not. No, he ain't. He losing them. Listen, Roman he's either losing at WrestleMania or he losing at SummerSlam. That's the end of the day. I'm just telling y'all right now. So we got that. We got the next contender to join the Fatal 4-Way. We had, this is one of the most random tag teams I've ever seen. Xia Li and Lacey Evans versus Shotzi and Natalya. You had Raquel and Liv Morgan sitting over there watching. Listen, man. Again, this is when you have absolutely no idea what you're doing with your women's division. So you can just go ahead, just again, like I say, this is let me have everybody mama on the show. I don't have no story. I don't have no plans for them. I don't want them to be crying and complaining about, oh, how come I wasn't on the show? Boom, there you have it. So Shotzi and Natalya won. After they won, Ronda and Shayna came out there running their mouths, basically said that we ain't got to do nothing. We automatically in the match. So now it's the three of them. We need one more tag team to get in, and I believe it's going to be Chelsea and Carmella. Whatever. I don't know what's going on with Carmella. They didn't never really say exactly what it is, but it is what it is. I ain't really caring about it. Backstage, we had the Street Profits talking about what they going to do at WrestleMania, the showcase match. They're going to basically handle the business and beat the brakes off it. Then they was over there singing R&B legend Sade's song, Smooth Operator. For people who are not familiar with that song that they were singing, even the fans knew what they were singing because they were singing along with a Smooth Operator. Listen, Sade, that's all I got to say. One beautiful woman. She's still fine after all these years. They were singing the song. Then Ricochet came out the wood with Braun acting a fool. They started getting into it, acting like they was ready to start doing something right then. But now I just found out on Raw, it's basically the four good guys versus the four quote-unquote heels. If that don't tell you Vince McMahon is back in charge, I don't know what that is. Why are we getting a match before the match? This is what I absolutely hate about wrestling. I don't need to see clowns wrestling each other right before the pay-per-view. It takes me out of the match. I was actually, in a way, I kind of was looking forward to this match because I wasn't thinking that the fools was going to face each other. I was thinking we was going to have like a stare down or something like that. No, they said, let these clowns wrestle each other. I'm like, it is what it is. So we get a contract signing for the triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship. Drew McIntyre comes out first. Sheamus come out there. And they beefing. I said this is one of the most forced beefs I've ever seen. These two are homeboys for life. Homeboys from the UK, Ireland, and Scotland or whatever, Cardiff or whatever they from. They forcing this wannabe beef. It's fake. It's phony as heck. Talk about backstabber this, and I'm like, man, come on. I like I said, man, they took me out. Then Gunther and Imperium finally came out there, and you had Adam Pearce standing out there, and he got in Adam Pearce's face to explain to me exactly why them getting into it, making this a triple threat justifies you making it a triple threat. I said, I don't know, fool. Maybe because your clown boys interfered the match last week. I mean, they got Gunther sounding like a dummy. I mean, listen, I didn't care nothing about this. People said that this whole thing was great. No, it wasn't. It was lame. I'm sorry, y'all, man. The build-up for this matchup has been garbage. Is the match going to be great? Absolutely. Could steal the weekend. But I'm telling y'all, man, it was dumb. So, the both of them ended up taking out Gunther. They took out Imperium. And, no, I'm jumping the gun. Butch, a.k.a. Pete Dunne, was looking at Gunther, and he's like, what you looking at? He jumped at him. So right then we got the matchup. So this was basically a throwback. They first couple of matches was way better than this match. Obviously, Gunther was winning. So then after that, that's when Drew and Sheamus, after the match, took that man out, and then the two of them was once again staring at each other for that 19th millionth time. I'm sorry, y'all. Like I said, them trying their best to get me to care about this matchup, it didn't do any justice at all. Is the match going to be great? Absolutely. I'm telling you right now, 80% of this show, the match is going to be great. I just don't care about it. The lazy booking, man, it's terrible. You're supposed to be invested. And I'm going to tell you exactly what got me the most invested. When I get there, I'm going to tell you because I can't wait to talk about it. But outside of this, man, it makes me not care about the triple threat. And everybody know who winning. Sheamus got it on lock. Sheamus is going to win. And he even told him, he said, this is the one title you never win and you're never going to win it. It's a dead giveaway. Sheamus is winning. Easy. So, let's see. I just did that. So now, let's get to the final two promos. So, we got Rey versus LA Knight. And this was a solid match. LA Knight won because Dominic came out there. And Rey's wife and his daughter was sitting ringside, right? So, you knew something was going down. So, with the distraction from Dominic, LA Knight got the victory. So, he gets on the mic. He said, FA, what you going to do? I called you out. He looked at him and said, hey, you can try every obstacle in the book. I'm not going to fight you, son. I'm not. So then what he do? He ran over there to his wife. He ran over there to his mother and his sister. Got into their face. Told his mom to shut up. Called his sister stupid. And that's what's the thing that really triggered. I said, what is the thing that's going to get ready to go off? And when he finally whacked Dominic, that crowd went nuts. I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the most important storyline out of all the stories that people are invested in going into WrestleMania. This was one of the most best. You talk about long-term book. This man started last year, Thanksgiving. This all the way into where we are now. He accepted. The match is going down, and I switched up because I was assuming Dominic was going to win. We still got one more week. Maybe they put a stipulation to it. But right now, I feel like Rey got this on lock. I could be totally wrong, but I can't wait for this matchup. Father and son, tangling it up. He going to make Dominic look great. This is going to my most anticipated matchup going into WrestleMania is right here. Why? Because they found a way to keep me invested. I said, how the heck did they drop the gun with 90% of this whole show's bill? 10% is what I care about. 10. And them alone boost up my excitement for WrestleMania. So I was, what I tell y'all, I was like at a 10 or 20. I'm at a 40%. And that's because of Rey and Dominic by themselves. Not the Bloodline, not Roman and Cody, not the Triple Threat, nothing. Absolutely nothing else. Right here is what got my excitement level from a 10 all the way to a 40. So just talked about that. So let's see. Make sure. Oh, Charlotte cut a garbage promo about what she gonna do, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Oh, they announced that John Cena and Theory is going to is going to open night one. Fruity Pebbles got to get in and get out. He got to do the job and he got to get out. So they did not announce what the main event of night one was going to be. Now, with the situation that took place at the end, a lot of people still expecting the tag team match, the main event. I still don't think so. Even as garbage as this pay-per-view, garbage as this promo was from Charlotte, talking about Rhea doesn't scare her, and she paid homage to all the girls that was with her back then, and all of this, and then she got mad at the fans because they was wasn't her, because obviously her promo was stupid. It was terrible, and I'm like, you want people to be invested, you want people to care about the matchup. They did no justice. None whatsoever. None. And after she said what she said, I was like, she kind of turned herself into a heel, even though she the baby face going, which is, it's just so stupid. I just want Rhea to just beat the snot out of her. We can move on. I'm sorry. We just, Rhea come in there, handle the business and get out. So that's that. So after that, I'm trying to make sure I'm not leaving nothing else off the table. So we get the KO show. KO comes out. Kevin O comes out. He introduces his guest, his tag team partner, Sami Zayn. And Sammy's like, hey, man, what we doing? He's like, I mean, look, the crowd popping for you, they popping for me. I mean, we already know what we're trying to do, man. We need to take them tags. He said, I know, man. He said, look, it ain't about me, man. He said, this would be KO Mania 6, but it's not about me, man. I got a new shirt for you. Just like when Roman and them gave you a new shirt when you joined the Bloodline, I got you a new shirt. So he gave him the shirt and it said KO Mania. He said, well, that's the back. I want you to turn around and look at the front. On the front, it said WrestleZania, and the fans went crazy, started chanting WrestleZania. I'm like, it is what it is. Listen, is it going to be a moment? Yes, it's going to be a moment. I mean, but again, like I explained, you had the main superhero got demoted, and now he's the best way he can go out is taking out the main evil guy's henchman. That's best for business for him. And that's why like I said, the tag team match is gonna be great, but I just don't have no excitement for it. I'm sorry, people gonna be mad at me. I don't give a care. I'm just telling you how I am. I'm telling you, when it comes to wrestling, when you have somebody that's so freaking hot that you just kill their momentum so easy because you want to force another clown out there. I'm like, so as they embrace, he was trying to hug him. He said, no, man. He said, I only get one hug. He said, no, man, come on, man, come on. He's all right, whatever. So they hugged again, and then that's when the Usos came out and jumped him, beat the brakes off of him, and then boom, they kicked them out, and they ran off, and that's how the show went off. I'm like, look, I still have absolutely no desire to root against the Usos. I don't give a care, especially Jay. Jay is still a babyface, if you ask me. I know he's a heel. Again, ladies and gentlemen, everything is just twisted with this whole thing. It's all twisted. It's all over the place. I'm like, man. It is what it is, man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't have anything else I had to say. Next week, we got a lot we got to cover. It's a lot. I got to go over the matchups. I got to go over predictions. I mean, it's a lot I'm covering. So be prepared to get multiple videos from me all week. I'm about to be popping in. You're going to get notifications from me like crazy because I'm about to be reviewing everything. Everything. I'm serious. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, man, tell me what your excitement level for this show is, how you felt about Rampage, how you felt about SmackDown. Hit the comment section up. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Hit that like button, and I'll talk to y'all guys later. Holla at your boy.